Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I am Tamsila Kamar. Welcome to online support program Delving Girls Fort Road. Today is our week 8 about to start and we are going to complete our week 7 task that is heat and temperature. So last week we studied about that what are the sources of the heat. They are, as we all discussed, that the main source of heat on earth is sun, as you can see in the picture in the diagram. And we also discussed about the forms of energies that are usually found around us, that is magnetic energy, chemical, kinetic, electric. But today the concern is heat and temperature and what are its uses. We already discussed that thermometer has been used for the measurement of temperature and Celsius and Fahrenheit scales are used to measure it. So today's lessons objectives are that you will be able to learn new vocabulary. You will be able to compare heat and temperature, that what are the actual differences and what is the borderline between heat and temperature. And you will learn that how heat travels. You will know about that what happens when an object is heated or cooled. Vocabulary word note kar lein beta please. You have to note down the spellings, you have to learn the spellings, and you have to learn these vocabulary and its pronunciation. These are sense, surrounding, expand, contract, volume, spill out, and temperature. Following links have been given for further explanation of the topic that are related to the textbook. Now the question arises that what are actually the difference between heat and temperature. First of all, heat is a form of energy. It can be transferred from one object to another, and it is the temperature and the temperature is a measure of the ability of a substance to transfer heat energy to another physical system. Means heat is that kind of energy that has never been destroyed, it is just transferred from one object to another. And temperature is its physical state, its physical property of matter, and it can be quantitatively expressed that how much hot or cold an object is. It can be measured with thermometer, and the scale that you use is in Celsius and Fahrenheit scale. And we already discussed in our last week lesson that how many types of thermometers are there. What happens when objects are heated or cooled? On page 48, if you look at the diagram, they have shown that two glasses of water are there. One is having pink water shade, and the other has blue shade water in it. Both of glasses have number one, the first one glass is half filled and the temperature is 50 degree, and the other one is completely filled and it has the 50-degree temperature also. Now the question arises that which one of the glass is going to have higher temperature. Usually when I ask this question in the class, in the girls class especially, half of the class is was used to say that the full glass which has full till the end of the limit, that will having a hotter temperature. However, I initially told that both the first half filled and the completely filled, both glasses have 50-degree temperature. So if I am telling that temperature is 50 degrees, so the quantity doesn't matter, all the temperature matters, that is 50-degree, either it is half or filled or completely filled glass. In the second picture on the same page, they have shown the glass C and D. Glass C is having both are half filled, but first glass C has 50-degree temperature and glass D has 100-degree temperature. So automatically they have mentioned that both are half filled, but temperatures vary. One is having boiling point of 100-degree and the other is having 50-degree. So temperature is there, difference of temperature is there. So these are little bit common sense things just to locate that which of the glass, or does the quantity matters or does the temperature matters. Now what happens when any object is heated or cooled? When we heat an object or when a heated object is cooled, its average motion decreases. उसके जो molecules होते हैं, जो उनकी movement, उनका motion reduce हो जाता है और चीज़ें contract होने लगती हैं. Means जब कोई भी matter हो, either that is solid, liquid or gas, they start becoming contracting, smaller in size. They started converting smaller in size. They will become compact. Heat energy is transferred from one object to another because might be the heat that was in the inside that pot or glass or water or gas that has been transferred to the surrounding. Might be we have kept it in the refrigerator or in the cold place, so the heat has been heat has been transferred. As we all know that heat always travel from hotter to colder object. Heat has must been extracted from it. When an object is heated, the molecules move faster. On the other hand, if we just heat up anything, its molecule starts moving faster and things started expanding. Either that is a solid, liquid or a gas. Like in the balloon experiment, we did this, that we put just a balloon on the top of the bottle and we heated that bottle. Suddenly the balloon that has been taped over its mouth, it starts swelling because the air inside that balloon is been expanding. We not used any kind of pump or gas. We just heated the bottle and the molecule of the gas particles inside that bottle start expanding and raising up in the expanding and raising upside, because whenever we heat any gas it raises upside direction. So that's why if we put that bottle again with the balloon on its mouth, we put just it in the refrigerator, it again flop down, the balloon again flop down, and it will, because the gaseous particles becomes colder. Now the question is that now the thing is that how does heat travels? What is the direction of motion of that heat? So the thing that you are in need to keep in mind is that heat always travels from hotter to colder. You can see that hotter temperature is running toward the colder temperature. Same happens when we hold a warm cup of tea. The heat from that cup started transferring to our hands, and the steam from this hotter cup, you can see in the picture that it started evaporating in the surrounding, and the temperature of the cold soup or hot soup or hot tea become reducing. In the second picture, if that liquid in the cup is cold, either that could be a ice cream or a cold tea, if we touch that mug or that, if we hold that cup, the heat from our hands started transferring to the inside the cup, inside the liquid of the cup. So the system get reversed because the law of the transferring or the movement of heat remains same. It always travel from hotter to कोल्डर ऑब्जेक्ट. जो इंसान के हाथ की हीट थी वो उसके कप के अंदर ट्रांसफर होने लग जाएगी, क्योंकि वो कप ठंडा है, सराउंडिंग माइट भी जो है वो गर्म हो, और वो उस लिक्विड को मेल्ट भी करेगी. अगर वो फ्रोजन आइस थी तो इट्स स्टार्टिंग मेल्टिंग, और अगर वो हॉटर मग था तो उसकी जो अंदर की एवेपोरेशन स्टार्ट हुई हुई है उसमें से, हॉट टी में से, वो उसकी सराउंडिंग टेम्परेचर के साथ अपने आप को बैलेंस करेगी. सो इनसाइड एंड आउटसाइड टेम्परेचर started balancing each other by following this rule, that heat always travel from hotter to colder objects. Now the questions of this week task are that what is the difference between heat and temperature? As we already discussed, now you can simply and easily write it down. How does heat travel? The rule and the law we just discussed. What happens when objects are heated or cooled? जब किसी चीज़ को हम गर्म करते हैं तो क्या होता है और ठंडा करते हैं तो क्या होता है. ये स्टेट ऑफ मैटर से कंसर्न क्वेश्चन है, और आपने इसको बताना है दैट आइदर दे इन विच कंडीशन दे एक्सपेंड्स, इन विच कंडीशन दे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स. नाउ डू ऑल ऑब्जेक्ट्स एक्सपेंड्स विद द सेम रेट? Now this is some thing that you need to discuss with your parents, and you can search it on internet as well, and you are required to quote 2 or 3 examples in it, that either the rate of expansion of anything on receiving heat, of any matter on receiving heat is same or different. You can elaborate it with the help of examples. So thank you very much. This is the end of this week 8 task. Thank you very much, girls, and have a nice day.